What's up, everyone? Chris Record here, and welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. Today, the focus is going to be on Notion. Notion is actually a product in the marketplace. You should be able to search and find it. Notion, be able to learn a little bit more about it. Notion is a tool that I actually use every single day. And because I use it every single day, I figured that it would be a nice working session to be able to share with you how to be able to use it itself, whether you want to use it for project management, whether you want to use it to build information-based websites, whether you want to collaborate with friends, you can publish pages, you can have your own domain names mapped to it. There's so much you can do with Notion. So today I'm going to show you the power of that. Also, you may notice I'm typing a little bit slower than normal today. The reason is because I am working with an injury in my left arm. So if I'm not typing as fast, if I'm not typing 100 words per minute, let's not worry about it. So first things first is download Notion for free. Start using Notion for free, and let's get into it. So you can basically be part of several workstations. In this account right here, I have two Notions, by the way. I have this Notion here, which I mostly just use for stuff related to this. And then I have another Notion that I use for all of my teaching and training. This one here is connected in with, for example, Long Innovations, where I'm a guest. So I have my Notion, I'm on the free plan, one member, it's just me, this is free to use. And then also I'm a member of this one right here, which has like a lot of task lists on it and stuff like that for Internet Income System. So we have a whole bunch of stuff in there. So we're just gonna go into my own personal account for now. And I also have pages on my account that are shared with other people. I have tons of stuff in here. So let me give you an example of, an example would be like Meta Marketing Masterclass, right? So this is an example of something I created in Notion, right? This page is live. So Notion allows you to be able to create like a notepad doc, but easily be able to add a cover photo, a profile photo, be able to add comments for people to be able to read, and be able to add nice formatting, like long form blog posts, be able to have links and stuff, and all of this kind of stuff. Very, very, very easy. Be able to add pictures, be able to add videos, be able to add all of that. So these are really valuable documents. Again, view site. Notion allows you to publish these pages as well, and they'll actually be shareable. So I can actually grab this domain right here and I can share them. So we're going to go ahead and create these and kind of go through. So we're going to start with Workshop Wednesday. This is just a plain document. All I did was I clicked create a new page. This came up and I just named it Workshop Wednesday. So let's start with the document from scratch. Okay. Again, if you want to access this, you just go to your back office and get access to Notion for free. So go into IIS, go to Marketplace, and just go ahead and get the free version. Okay, so Workshop Wednesday. So the first thing we're going to do is everything is basically like hover and click. All you got to remember is hover and click. So first thing we do is we're going to hover up here to the top, and you'll notice when I do, you'll notice that little things pop up, right? So you'll see here, add cover, add icon, add comment. So let's start with add cover. When I go into add cover, it's just going to automatically add a cover to the page, which is kind of cool. But let's change cover. So these are going to be my options. There's a gallery where I can change a color. I can make it like that. I can make it like that. I can make it like that. There is, different categories, like the telescope pictures right here, right? So these are pretty cool. NASA archive, they're usually just always kind of loading something in, the Met Museum. So there's always like default kind of pictures that you can use. Okay. Outside of these default pictures, let's go over here to upload. You can upload anything you want right here. Maximum size is 5 megabytes, or you can upgrade to be able to upload more. So upload file, that's where you go. You can just upload any file you want. Link would be if you have an image link, if you just grab any image off the web. And then Unsplash. Unsplash is pretty cool. You can actually search for something. So let's just say this is a workshop. So let's just type in the word workshop, and let's see. There's a picture right there of a workshop, right? So then we'll just go ahead and use this one right there. And there's this guy teaching a workshop, full creator. Then reposition is just letting you like kind of drag it up and down to get it. Maybe I want to read all this, right? Full-time creator. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got a cover photo, right? Just like that, it was that easy. Again, if we want to change it, change, Unsplash, we could type in workshop again, and we can go and we can like look and see if there's something else. Maybe we could do like class, and we could see if there's like classroom type settings, whatever it is that you want to teach. Maybe we just want to grab something. Let's grab another one. and then kind of reposition. And there's the teacher right there. There we go. So Workshop Wednesday, right? Now add icon. It's all this is optional too, but it'll make the page look better. So it added a timer icon automatically. So let's add an icon. So we could obviously just go through and look at all the emojis, of all the different stuff. So we could do like, I don't know, work, or we could do like a tool. There's a workshop. So we could kind of look for like a tool, maybe this one here, hammer and wrench. And there's a hammer and wrench icon. Workshop Wednesday, hammer and wrench. Or we could say, okay, the hammer and wrench, maybe this is more of like a live video that we're doing. And so maybe we want to do like something like this, little Workshop Wednesday with little TV. Or maybe we want to do like, with the camera, Workshop Wednesday with the little video icon. So you can use all those. You can also go into these types of icons, and you could even go into custom, paste an image, or upload a file. So again, you can make this anything that you want. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You guys get the idea here. Go ahead and go back to wrenches. And then add a comment. The way comments work, comments are essentially what you're going to leave to other people that have access to the document. But these comments don't always, like, you can leave private comments and everything. So let's add a comment, right? So let's say in this example, I want to say, I could tag someone like I might have like another user like Jeff Long. You have to invite somebody if you want, but if you invite somebody in, you could tag them. And I might do that in this case, but you would just basically type @Jeff and it would tag somebody who has access to the document. But in this case, we have to invite somebody, mention a person, page, or a date. And so, people, right? So like right here, Ryan Gillette won't be notified because they don't have page access. So I could give Ryan page access. Okay, so I can invite Ryan Gillette just like that. So once you have people kind of in your community, now I've shared this. And so I go @Ryan Gillette, check out this live training that I'm doing on Zoom. Okay. So there's a comment, right? I've tagged Ryan Gillette. And so now in Ryan Gillette's inbox, Ryan Gillette is going to have a notification 1. And when he clicks on that, he's going to see a little comment, like a little example. I'm all caught up in this case, but he's going to see like a little 1, he's going to see like a nice like little 1 for each of the boxes that he's in. So on this one, I have no comments. I could try tagging myself. If I wanted to give you an example, like I don't want to show like private information, but I go over here. This one tags me a lot and a lot of stuff. And so every time that I have like in my inbox, if I have a 1, once I go over to that, once I switch over to this one, my inbox will have notifications in it. And I'll click on those and I'll see all the comments that are there. Okay. Also, I can resolve this. I can add a reaction to it. I can delete it. I can do all these things. So it's really easy. So again, we're getting the basics, right? Now, let's get started with the document. So there's a few things we could do, right? We can start with templates, choose from over 20,000 resources. So as you're building something out, you can go through and you can basically see if there's an entire like organizational template you want to use. So let's just grab one real quick. Let's look at this one. So this template right here, it'll build this template and everything in here is completely changeable. So Notion allows you to basically have like your own personal planners, productivities. There's just so much stuff. Let's go keep going to this template gallery. So you can go, let's go through and let's choose work. There's projects and tasks. They have entire spreadsheets, product roadmaps. So it's like so many things that you can do. You can always use this little button up here. So let's say that we wanted to have this thing be a roadmap. You just type in roadmap. There's 97 example roadmaps that we can use. So we can literally just go through here and kind of see if there's anything that we like. Product roadmap, you can just keep loading more. I keep looking at more. And so you can go through and you can find any sort of template that you like. You just glance at them, any sort of template you like. So let's think of some things that we might want to do with this Workshop Wednesday, right? So let's go back template gallery and let's search for anything. Let's say that we want to search for, let's say I want to write a syllabus. Okay. So I can go through here and I can look at, maybe I want to outline a course. So I can go through and I can look at like all these ideas, right? I can go through and kind of look at all of the different, here's a syllabus planner, a calendar, all of these different things. Again, load more, just going through and looking at different options. So this is one of the ways to do it. Again, I'm going to show you how to create from scratch, so don't worry, but I'm just showing you what the power is here. And again, I'm kind of not typing as much just because my left hand is a little bit both. So I am showing you a little bit more templates I need to do. But we'll move past this quickly, but just like hang on for one more second. So let's say, for example, another thing I might want to do is like, let's just say calendar. Let's say I want to create a calendar, like, look at this events calendar. It'll create like an entire events calendar that I can use and I can share between like a group for anything that I want to do. So they have really lots and lots of things. Here's a calendar with all kinds of events. Here's another content calendar, so let's think, let's do like content schedule. Okay. Here's a content planner. I can organize and I can create my entire content over the next 30 days if I wanted to for my social media sites. And I can figure out like what it is that I want to do and how I want everything to look like here. You could use any one of these, right? TikTok content planner, topic, Mother's Day, pillar promotion, scheduled for this, time is this, ideas tagged over here, product, if any, here's the script, the hook, the frame. So this is an example. And again, if you have like an agency, these are really, really good, right? So go through and like think of the things you could do here. Like resume, you can build out resumes. There's just so much that you can do with this that is really, really, really simple. Okay, so again, these templates are amazing. There's just literally endless amounts of templates. You could just go through and look at like all the different categories. You don't have to just type things in. You could go through and go, ooh, this will be really good. Okay, so you're going to go through, you're like, ooh, proposals, pitches. I want to do something there, right? So you can kind of see like there's all these different things. Let's go through, let's look at work and then marketing. Content calendar, a marketing wiki, create your own wiki. Marketing team in a box. We'll organize your team, social media calendar, content planner, social media content calendar, blog editorial calendar. So you can kind of start to see the cool templates that all exist. And this is how fancy you can get. Now, today we're going to start a lot simpler than this, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I'm going to go back past all these and just go. I don't have to go back. I could have just gone. Let's see. Let's go back to Workshop Wednesday. Okay. So let's go here and let's just start from scratch, right? So we don't have to use these things. So when you just put the mouse here, it says write something or press space for AI or slash for command. So let's try this. Slash. Just by typing the letter slash, okay? And let's also, we can close this, make more room, right? So just by typing slash, watch what happens. Slash. Basic blocks. I could do a text block, a page, to-do list, all these things. So let's have some fun with this, right? So let's just say I'm going to do a big section heading. And we're going to call this to-do list. And then let's just call this September 18th. Okay. So just like that. And then we're going to type slash and we're going to do a to-do list. And we're just going to go item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. Okay. So that's how simple it is to be able to start creating a to-do list. Okay. So now over here, we're going to put, brainstorm tasks, and we're going to say ideas. Okay. So I want to put together a to-do list, but in order to do so, I need to brainstorm some ideas. But notice this smaller text. And I go, okay, I'll make it bold. It's still small. So if I ever want to change anything, it's this easy. You just click this, turn into, and just change it into something. Turn it into a quote. Now it's a quote. Turn into a heading. Now it's a heading, just like that one. So you can really just turn these things in. The other thing is we can highlight this and we can change the color of it. So let's change the color to pink. And let's change the color here to pink. Just like that. So then these items right here, if you're done with them, you can just check them off. And it'll easily check them off. So you'll start to realize like this is a really powerful list. Now, what if you wanted to, instead of Workshop Wednesday, what if you wanted to call this let's say my DMO, daily method of operation. Okay. Let's call this my DMO list, my daily method of operation. DMO. In fact, we could just know what it is. DMO. Let's even call it my daily DMO. Okay, this is my daily DMO list. We're going to resolve that. Daily DMO, pretty simple. So this is going to be where I'm going to go for my daily DML. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, let's create some pages in here. So watch this. I could click the plus button and I could add a new page, or I could click the slash button and I could add a new page. It's that simple. So let's add the page and let's just get some formatting going. Let's go. Let's say the day, Wednesday, September 18th. Okay. You know, and then I'll say something like, here is my task list for the day. And then we'll just do to-do list. Again, item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. And then just for fun, add a cover. And look, if we just add a cover and add an icon, look at how quick it added it. It added a blue and it added a ruler. I didn't do anything. It just did that. But let's go to Unsplash and let's type in task, or let's type in, yeah, like something like this. That looks fun. And then let's type something like that. There you go. That looks more like my task list for September. In fact, they might even have, I think, something like this. Calendar, July. They have, say, July 17th though. No, I think we'll just stick with this notepad. Here's my task list for the day. So we've got this little list, right? So you'll notice up here, we've got daily DMO, and then we've got a page called Wednesday, September 18th. And it looks like this. Okay. So now what we can do is we can go back to our daily DMO. We're going to go here to this list. We're going to click the 3 dots and we're going to duplicate it. So now we're going to click it, and this is going to be Thursday, September 19th. Okay. Then we're going to go back here and we're going to duplicate it. We're going to call this one Friday, September 20th. So just like that, that's how simple it is. We got these pages now, right? And just like that, it's pretty simple for us to be able to go in, and we can just duplicate them. It'll duplicate them, and you can make these things different if you want, but that's how simple it is. Daily DMO. So I've got my daily DMO list for each day, you know, and what I'm going to be doing for my operations every single day. So if there's a list of things I want to do, maybe they're income producing activities, maybe they're just things that I want to do every single day. Like an example is, you know, I may create a list based around, let's say, let me create one up here. Okay. So let's say like my daily DMO. Let's say that part of my daily DMO for Wednesday is going to be, let's say, organize lesson for live 12 p.m. Zoom. Launch and record live Zoom. And then what I'll do is I'll say download and export Zoom recording. And then over here, I'll say import and edit recording in CapCut. Export final recording to hard drive. Upload final recording to Vimeo. Create thumbnail for recording in Canva. Upload thumbnail to Vimeo and copy link. Embed video recording in IIS Classroom. Right? Email to promote the Zoom recording. Okay, something like that. So here's an example of, like, here's my task list for my daily Zoom class. Okay. So what I might do is I might say, okay, I'm going to go through the checklist. Did I organize the lesson for the live Zoom? Did I host the Zoom? Then did I download the recording? Did I import it and edit it? Did I export that to a hard drive? Did I upload it to a Vimeo hosting company? Did I create the thumbnail and upload the thumbnail? Did I copy the hosting link? Did I then embed the video? Man, I might even do more here. Embed video in II Classroom. So I might say something like upload thumbnail, video, and copy link. So I might even do something here. Create thumbnail, upload final recording to Vimeo. I might say create smart chapters and AI description in Vimeo. So there's nothing that I might do. So Vimeo allows you to basically create smart chapters. It automatically organize the video into smart chapters. That might be something that I'll add as a task. So what I'll do is I'll say, this is my Wednesday, September 18th task, right? So I might say, you know, here is my SOP for workshop Wednesdays. Okay. So what I might do is I might start doing this, right? So this is what I'll use Notion for. I'll start doing this. And then after doing it for a while, I'll learn this actual proper list. And there'll be notes, right? It's like create thumbnail for recording in Canva. So I got to do this while something's loading. So when it says upload final recording to Vimeo, I could say, I could take this right here, upload final recording video. I could take this and go like, while importing, create thumbnail for recording in Canva. So now I'm giving myself a task to do while another task is going. So I'll use these like little, all I did was I just clicked on this and just press tab, and it will basically tab or shift tab and it'll go back. So basically this allows me to be able to start to create SOPs, standard operating procedures. And the reason that I'll start doing this is because eventually I might want somebody else to do this work for me. Eventually, what I might want to do is I might want to say, take, for example, Kyle, who's always helpful in the comments here, right? I might want to say, Kyle, can you maybe, when I'm done here, I'm going to give you a link to my recordings, right? So let's go over to the recordings. I'll show you. So I might give Kyle a link over here. Let's go to my Zoom recordings. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. So right now, this is what it currently is. Workshop Wednesdays with guest experts is currently recording. We're currently in the middle of this one right here. But you can see like all of these different Zooms that I do. You know, basically Zooming pretty much every single day, hours per day, 213 Zooms in here. And 213 times like 2 hours each at least, right? So like it's a lot of hours of Zooms in here. And so, for example, Toolset Tuesday, right? So what we need to do here for Toolset Tuesday is I need to create an SOP, right? So what I'll do is I'll figure out, okay, what are the actual tasks? The first thing I need to do is I need to give access to somebody into my Zoom, right? I need to give access to, let's say, Kyle. Then Kyle needs to be able to go here to the Toolset Tuesday, and he needs to be able to download the 5 files, right? So he's going to go here to download. And in this example, I'll just save them to the downloads folder. But in this case, I would actually create a folder inside of a hard drive. I would create a folder called Toolset Tuesdays, and then I'd create a subfolder, which is September 17th, 9/17/2024. I'd create a subfolder. Then I would import the videos into that folder, right? And so right here, it says they're basically done. So you can see here, these videos are getting loaded in. So this is 174 megabytes. And as you can see there, this video is basically looks like this. And
recording, and we will get going.
There it is. So there's this video.
Namecheap.
Right. So this video was from Tuesday, and now I got this video in here, and I got to go, okay, what is the process now that I would want to have happen in this video? So I have to think, okay, there might be clip a little bit out of the beginning, find a good starting point, clip a little bit out of the end, wherever the ending is. And then I might say, okay, I want some of this is kind of blurry, right? So some Zoom kind of will do that. And so I'll say, what I'll do is I'll say, upload this into CapCut and add a layer, add a layer over it that you're able to bring out the clarity, right? There's a tool inside of CapCut that you can make the screen more clear and everything. So in that case, that's exactly what I would do. Then I would have a renaming policy. So I'd say, okay, how do I want the naming convention to be? So all of these types of things are the things that I'm going to be writing up in my Notion document for my SOP. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write out what is my list of things that I need to do. Because right now I'm recording this. I'm responsible for all this. I need to come up with what I'm going to be teaching. I need to record the Zoom. I need to download the recording. I need to edit the recording in CapCut. I need to export to a hard drive. I need to upload or Vimeo. While it's uploading, I need to create a thumbnail for it. And then again, I need a template for this. The thumbnails should be a template that I can really easily use. So even for thumbnails, I might use a template, for example. Let's see if I can find a template real quick to show you. And all of this is part of my daily DMO, right? So let me grab a template real quick in the background. Let's see. Let's grab one here. Okay, so in this example, what I'll do is I'll have like, there's all these different things. I'll have like a template. So let's go Workshop Wednesdays. So here's a template, Workshop Wednesdays with guest trainers, season 1, episode 1, high level sales funnels, right? So what I'll do then is part of my template is I'll just go over here and I'll just duplicate this and be able to say, okay, season 1, episode 2. And then, I might say project management in Notion. Okay. So I might say, okay, this is a little bit too management. I'll say, okay, this is a little bit too big of words. So now I can figure out, okay, what I want to do here. My system could be either go a little bit smaller. Let's go small until it fits like that. There you go. That looks good. So whatever it is I do, I need to be able to teach to other people in order to be able to delegate, right? So whatever process I use. So then I need to be able to say, okay, what is step 1? Step 1 is they probably need the template. So what I would probably do, okay, let me show you what I would probably do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to in this file, right? I'm calling this the founder's presentation, right? That's what this thing is called, founder's presentation. And the thing is that there's all of these things I can do with it, but I have my own management style. Not everybody has my management style, right? So what I might need to do is go over here. Oh, see the glow up delay by 24 hours. I don't need this glow up right here. It's trying to give me the glow up. Okay, I don't need it right now, not while I'm on the thing. So what I can do right here is I can simply go here and this founder's presentation, right? These are all like the different options that I could have. And these are all the different things that I could have. I can move it to folders. I could share it and stuff like that. So essentially what I want to do is I want to create a new one. That's not founder's presentation. I want to create a new one that's for Kyle. So in this case, what I might do is I might take something like take this thumbnail, for example, right? I can copy that. And let's create a new one. Let's go to like create a new document, a new presentation. And let's paste that thumbnail. I just copied and pasted it. And so now on this presentation, let's call this Workshop Wednesday thumbnail template. So in this case, Workshop Wednesday thumbnail template. Now I have the thumbnail template right here, just like this. Pretty simple. And I've got it all set up. Let's make it number 1 over here. Okay. And if this is easier, if we're doing more than Workshop Wednesdays, then I might do live Zoom thumbnail template. So this might be we might go for all the live Zooms, in which case I'll go over here and I'll say, okay, maybe let's grab one for Toolset Tuesdays as well. Let's copy that and let's go here and let's paste it. So to copy and paste is pretty simple. You just click on it. You can right click and copy, but I like to just press Command C. So here we have Toolset Tuesdays, Workshop Wednesdays. Let's go in and let's see if there's a couple more that we can copy over. Mindset Mondays. Let's press Command C. Let's go back over here. Mindset Mondays right there. So we got Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And let's go grab a Super Zoom Thursdays. Let's see if we can find one. There's one, Super Zoom Thursdays. Let's see if we find a better one. Let me go back to this view. And so, yeah, there's some good ones. Let me see. I don't think there's one that I really like here. Here we go. There's one I like. Okay, so this template right here I like. So let's copy that one. And let's go over here and let's paste it. Okay, so what we have is we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all the templates, and they're pretty easy. So then what I'll say is I'll say, okay, if I'm going to teach Kyle this, I'm going to tell Kyle, okay, what I want you to do is I need you to click on the Mindset Monday, and I'm going to have you press Command D. Command D is going to duplicate it. Then I'm going to have you go in here and you're going to simply change E2 to be E3, and then change this text down here to whatever the topic is. Instead of money is just an idea. Let's say knowledge plus power equals money. I'm making one up. And you get it, and then just simply get it to fit. If it's a little bit too long or a little bit too small, then highlight it and try to get it lined up directly with the end here. So in this case, it could be a little bit bigger. So what we'll do is we'll click the plus and get it just a little bit bigger, and there. Now it fills in the screen a little bit more. Maybe that was even one too much. And so just say, hey, the size should be, type in the thing. If it's too long where it wraps around, then highlight the whole thing and shrink it. If not, so these are the notes that I'm getting, right? So now, then what I'll do is when I'm over here in Notion, when I'm working through Notion, I'm starting to create an SOP, right? So if I were to say, if I were to say, here's my SOP for, let's say, daily Zoom sessions. Okay, here's my SOP for my daily Zoom sessions. Then, sorry, my typing's a little bit off. Okay. So in this case, what we're looking for is we're looking to now try to figure out where can we add some of these things in. So while importing, create thumbnail for recording in Canva. Use the Zoom thumbnails template in Canva. Change the episode number. Sorry, in fact, first thing to do is use the Zoom thumbnails template in Canva, find the appropriate, I don't know what the right word is right here, corresponding thumbnail, and press Command D, duplicate. Then we'll go to then change the episode number to be the current episode. Then change the episode name to be the name of the episode. Adjust the font size so the name isn't too long or too short. And then even on top of all this, I'll even say, something like, I'll even put in like, let's say put in a link or something. We could put in, there's like lots of things we do. Link to a page, link to an existing page. We could always link to an existing page over here, which even has, let's say, let's say, click here to watch the Loom recording of this outline. So another thing I could do is I could sit here and I could have this go to a Loom recording. Let's just, in this case, say, let's just link it to Google. So what you do is you just highlight this. Okay, click link, add link, page or URL, add the link right there, and then boom, now it's a link. And let's change the color. Let's make this one yellow. So Wednesday, September 18th, click here to watch the Loom recording of this outline, of this SOP. So the first thing you do is you could use a Loom recording. Loom recordings are pretty easy. You could just download Loom and make them, and Loom will give you a link directly to it. So what I'll do is I'll create the whole list, figuring out what I need to do. So as I'm starting to do tasks myself, I'm always trying to figure out how can I create an outline for what it is I'm doing. How can I create an outline for my faceless pages? How can I create an outline for my social media content? How can I create an outline for my email campaigns? How can I create an outline for my advertising campaigns? How can I create an outline for my marketing and organize everything inside of here? Plus, you can also do group organization in here. So if you're ever working with a small team of people, what you can do is if you do have an outsourcer, I can add Kyle in here. Right? I can add people inside of these. Now, another thing you can do is like you can add, let's just kind of look at more things you could do. Let's go here, slash. Okay, you look at all the things you could add: tables, lists, quotes, dividers. So right off the bat, let's add a divider. So /D, you can kind of look and see. Well, actually, I'll show you an easier way. Just right here, just click plus, and then scroll down and look for something you want. There's divider, and that's what a divider looks like, right? So then let's go here and let's go plus, and let's add another. Let's add a big heading. And let's say this heading is going to be, let's say, additional notes for this session. And then in this case, I might put, let's say, a bullet point list. You could just do dash space, that creates it, dash space, or you can literally just go here and just look for bulleted list. And I might say, about halfway through, I share my email account accidentally. Say Gmail. Can you find that part and remove it in CapCut when editing? So I could do something like this. Now let's say I want these to be checklists instead. I'll take this, turn into, just like hover over, turn into, and then you can make it anything you want. Turn it into a to-do list. Okay, same thing, click, and then turn into to-do list. So you look at all the things that you can do, right? Becomes very, very simple. So additional notes for this section. Let's make this part, let's make this yellow, just kind of make it there. So now I'm saying, okay, look, I remembered for this specific, for Wednesday, September 18th, I remembered, hey, something needs to be cut out of the email. So now I've got all these different types of things that I'm doing, right? Now I might also say, can you, let's say, and then I'll say, let's go like this. Can you add these thumbnails over the sections I am talking about them. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll grab some images really quick. So let's grab let me see if I can grab some images here. Let's go to thumbnail and let's go image. Okay, so we're gonna grab a couple thumbnails right here. Let's grab this Workshop Wednesday one. So we're just gonna drag and drop it. Looks like that. See how simple that was. And let's grab this one. So we're gonna go down here, just drag and drop it. And then let's grab this one. Okay, so just like that, we just dragged in. Can you add these thumbnails over the sections when I am talking about them? So then I'm able to give them thumbnail 1, thumbnail 2, thumbnail 3, just like that. I got all these thumbnails in here, nice and neat. Can organize them, get them all organized, boom, boom, boom. And just like that. And of course, there's different things you could do with these. I can comment on them. I could add captions to explain them. I can crop them. I can expand them. There's different things that I can do if I want to. So these are very, very, very cool, rich features. Okay. And you're really going to start to love it because now when I'm creating this main document, this daily DMO document, I'm able to start organizing all of everything I'm working on is just one page in this document. So you look at this, that's just one page coming together. And then whenever you kind of get a page, you can always go and you can duplicate this. Duplicate and duplicate Wednesday right there. Let's turn this into, let's say Monday. Let's say July 5th, just to make it whatever. Monday, July 5th. And then you basically can go in here and you can basically start to change everything, right? You can say Monday, July 5th. And then you could tag the person at Kyle, right? They don't exist because I haven't invited them yet, but you would just tag at Kyle. You just start typing that in at, and then type in the person you want to tag, right? So in this case, at Ryan. At Ryan, I just finished my daily Zoom and the recording should be up in about 2 hours. Can you take care of the rest when you get time later today? If you have any questions, just comment on any of the tasks below. Okay, so there, look, Ryan just popped in. Ryan's in here like, all right. So look, let's say that Ryan wants to leave a note, right? So look, that tagged him. He just got a notification. He's like, wait, what's going on? Right? He probably has no idea what's going on, by the way, because I don't know if he's on this workshop with me. But I might say upload. He's like, wait, what? So look, organize lesson right here, launch and record live Zoom. We're doing that one. So check that one off, download export. So we need to do this one next. And then I'll say something like this right here. So I can highlight it and I can go ahead and comment, right? There's these suggest edits or comment. Let's do comment. And so now we're going to say add comment. I'm going to tag at Ryan. The recording is in the Zoom replays and should be available by 3 p.m. Pacific time today. Reply here when you have access to it. I think it's funny. So look, it just leaves like a little note over here. So now we can have these full-blown conversations. You can see who's in. You know, he's viewing now. Click to see where they are. So you can click and it'll take you down to the page. He's on the page right now. It'll show you when it was last edited. It'll show you an edit log. And it'll show you can view all the comments. It'll show you a whole list of all the comments on the entire page and everything that's going on. It'll show you an update list, view all the updates. So you'll be able to see that Ryan edited something 1 minute ago, daily DMA, about halfway through, share the email account accidentally, So he's going through and he's working on things. You can see what everybody's doing. He goes, I got it. Let's make it happen. Okay. What's funny is that I don't know if Ryan is on the Zoom right now. If he's not on the Zoom, it's even funnier. If he's on the Zoom, he understands what I'm saying. If he's not on the Zoom, he's like, wait, what's going on? So otherwise, but he goes, yeah, I got it. Let's make it happen. So I'm able to see all of this, right? Now, watch another thing I could do here. Let's go over here to share. If I click on share, there's a bunch of things. So what I could do is I could start inviting more people to be guests inside of this document. So not only can they be guests of the whole document, I can make them guests of the daily DMO, but also I can just make them specific guests on individual things. So that's where I can invite people. I can invite all these different people just by copying the link, and I could be able to share links. So I can share links to individual pages or share links to specific entire workspaces. And then over here to publish to the web, create a website with Notion. So here's a website, right? So I can actually click publish, and you can actually map a domain name. So in this one, you can upgrade to get multiple domains. In this case, I just have lifepreneur.notion.site. So basically I just put in you can just put in like a keyword for like a name that you want to call it. You know, you could be your name or whatever, chrisrecord.notion, it'll be blank.notion.site. And then over here, it gives you, basically like a long kind of URL, and there's things you can do with it. So you can do site customization right here. And this will allow you to be able to kind of customize how your site's going to look. So you have all of these different themes that you can use. You have the favicon that you can change. You have the header that you can change. You have the Google Analytics that you can turn off and on. You can also unlock full customization. That way, if you want to upgrade to be a pro member, usually become pro member if you're doing pretty good with it. Search engine indexing, you could turn on. Link expiration, you could have it where this expires after a little while. And then duplicate as a template. Allow others to duplicate your page. So this works well. Once you're actually using a template and you put all the time and energy to work into it, you can always duplicate that. You can duplicate it for clients. You can duplicate it for friends. You can duplicate it for teammates. You can really do everything that you want here. So we go here and we just look at view site, copy site link or view site. Now this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like on the web. It's pretty straightforward. This is what the whole entire thing looks like on the web. Now, you got a domain name right here. I could just copy and we're good to go. Okay. So what we can do now is I can go back to it and I could do something like check that comment. Now that comment's gone, right? But when I go here, the comment is still here on the web. So I have to refresh to always see the latest version. See how it's still there? So a lot of times what you have to do is you have to do what's called shift refresh. So what I do is I held down on shift and hit refresh. So like, for example, a lot of people on like the LP300 are like, hey, I don't see the latest replays. What Notion does is they do like tend to cache the sites. They tend to make this really load fast. So what you generally have to do to always make sure you're seeing the latest update is, basically you're refreshing, but you're holding down the shift button and clicking refresh. That's what's called like a hard refresh. So here I could basically use this to have like my daily DMO. I could have my daily income producing activities. I could have my daily tasks. I can have everything that I'm doing daily, right? And so I have all these things that I'm doing daily, and I can share this with other people. I can have accountability. I can have teammates. I can have projects. And as I'm working my way through, I could leave notes along either thing. Use the Zoom thumbnails template in Canva. Find the corresponding, change the episode number. So I go like this, and then I can leave a note, and I could see today is episode 2, and then change the episode name. And we could say today's name will be Notion Project Management, something like that. So see what I'm saying? I can leave notes along the way, adjust the font size so it didn't too long, create smart chapters and AI description inside of Vimeo. And then I'll say, something here, I'll click on that and I'll say, let me know if you have any trouble accessing my video account, my Vimeo account. The Loom video should have all the details. Okay. So, write email to promote Zoom recording. So I'll say, okay, in this case, like I'll do something like this, write email to promote Zoom recording. So what we're going to do is we're going to say,